What's up, you guys? We're back with the bad audio. Out of the gate, that's how we're hitting it. Yep, we're back with the bad audio. Doing our thing. What's up? It's a casual Friday edition, as you can tell, because this came out on Friday. I'm your host, Sam Schmidt, coming to you on a Thursday afternoon. A hot, sunny Thursday afternoon. It's been a it's been a week so far, man. Came back from Arizona. Again, real quick, should probably shout out my guy Eric Sparks for that. Following that, sorry, there was my computer just got like a weird alert thing. I was kind of reading it anyways. Yeah, man, gotta shout out my guy Eric Sparks. Appreciate him and the fun we had up in down in Arizona. Came back here, man, on Monday night. Got into some got into some trivia on Tuesday. And then Wednesday was busy. Was over at Heckle Hall. Stopped by the Improv, then went over to Caravan for a little while before heading back, man. But anyways, what's been up with y'all? How's it going? What's been the dealio? Anything new and exciting going on? I can't say that I have anything. I don't know. I do know for a fact though that we are approaching slowly but surely we are nearing the 50 episode mark, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think we're there yet. I think we're still in the mid 40s. Should I start numbering these? Should I start numbering these episodes? Maybe I should. I don't think it would hurt. Calling them all, having different names, like only divided by the date. It's not very helpful for organization's sake. But then I think the question would be like, yo, do we consider if I'm gonna, you know, let me try to explain this here, if I'm going to start numbering these things, the casual Friday is going to count on their own, or are those also just episodes? Because the casual Fridays could be their own thing, I guess, but they're not. It's all the same thing. It's just my way of explaining why it's not as long. I think if at any point guests were to ever get involved on the podcast, which which we can admit is probably on the horizon. I think we can all kind of agree to that. I think this would be the actually I don't know because putting those having an interview with a guest come out on a Tuesday feels like a better day. But on the other hand, you could. I do like having my. No, you know what? I gotta remember. I gotta stick to what this is about, man. This was supposed to be the point of this was to be solo podding. The point of this was to be doing this solo dolo. Therefore, therefore, Mondays will stay. If there are guests, they'll join on the casual Friday editions. That'll okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Casual Fridays. Yes. Don't you appreciate how I'm workshopping my product while recording the podcast? Isn't that fun? Don't we like that? Does that add to the product or what? You tell me. You tell me. I think this is going to be a pretty news heavy episode. I think we're going to pretty immediately dive into some stories. Yeah, shout out. I feel like it's Boba shit. I don't know. Something just randomly opened to that. But here's the thing: do we want to do oddities first? Or are we trying to do? We're gonna some real news. We're gonna touch on some real news because I do not have content otherwise without using other people's work. So in lieu of that, I will be going over. We'll be going through the news together, while watching the 1974 AFC divisional round game, a brawl between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. Was it Los Angeles Raiders at the time? Pretty sure it was Oakland Raiders. It can never be positive. I can never be positive. I don't know the timeline for when they were where as well as I should. All I know is it was Oakland, Los Angeles, Oakland, Las Vegas. Anyhow, sorry, got distracted by that. I think yeah, I think we should get into that news. First thing, let's see what's going on. Actually, this story is kind of interesting, weirdly enough, and this is from the AP, as we always do, by Andrew Dalton and Leslie Ambriz. So shout out them for their work on this. Hollywood actors join screenwriters in historic industry-stopping strike as contract talks collapse. Damn. Leaders of Hollywood's Actors Union voted Thursday to join screenwriters in the first joint strike in more than 6 decades. Man, so entertainment is gonna be it's gonna be tough. What's gonna be on some sports, kind of. No good ones this time of year. Well, no basketball or football, I should say. There's soccer, baseball. Yeah, both are I don't know. Soccer keeps disappointing me. I watched another fucking 0-0 finish last night. Good God. I am ready to be done with it. I am ready to be done with it. Someone said at a news conference that the union leadership voted for the work stoppage hours after their contracts expired and talks broke off with the Alliance of Motion Pictures television producers representing employers including Disney, Netflix, Amazon, and others. Wow. A strike is an instrument of last resort, he said. Well, this will be interesting. We'll see. First and foremost, and this is the point that has to be made about this before any other point. Um, Frankly, if anybody needs a writer or an actor, comment on this episode. Just drop a comment. If you're listening on YouTube, drop a comment there. Spotify, you can drop a comment as well there. And if you still need something, still need something, Well, then, if you still need something, hit me up on Instagram at Sam Schmidt Comedy. That is something that you can also do. Damn, dude. They're showing the catch that wasn't actually a catch, but it got ruled a catch, so it's a catch. The replay shows that he dropped it, but they didn't have replay in fucking 1975, so there you go. There you go. Somebody to act, or if they need something to write, I am available. That's Sam Schmidt Comedy on Instagram. But more seriously, I think this is nothing I have to say. It's the actor strike. I'm not saying that like it's not interesting. It is, but also it's not the biggest deal. It's the first strike the actors from film and television shows since 1980, and it's the first time two major Hollywood unions have been on strike at the same time since 1960, when Ronald Reagan was the Actors Guild president. No way. Things got fucked up when Ronald Reagan was the president. Who would have guessed? Employers make Wall Street and greed their priority, and they forget about the essential contributions of the machine run. Former star and SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher said, "Damn." To be fair, they did say the nanny star, and I just cut that out. I said star. The nanny star is a fair way to put that, I suppose. I'll say it is. I think it matters. I'm significantly more concerned about the writers, if we're being anywhere near halfway kind of legit. I'm obviously much more concerned about the writers. The actors, it is what it is. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying the actors deserve nothing. And here's the thing: I get that most actors out there are just like career, do something here, do something there, do a little bit. Very few people are ever actually recognizable or known for anything ever. Obviously, it's something that I'm well aware of. But that being said, I think that if I had to choose one or the other, hey, who am I gonna choose to be the take all here? It would be the writers. But that being said, I'm sure they both have some form of, and then here's the deal: we see how much these companies make, dude. They make billions. Netflix, Amazon, Disney, billions. We know that. Paying the writers fairly, I don't think is crazy. Giving them fair benefits, I don't think is crazy. Same goes for the actors, especially those who aren't able to negotiate those kind of life changing numbers, you know? That especially makes a difference, whether anyone cares to admit it or not. How great is this in this game, by the way? This is two all Don Shula versus John Madden. That's that's a coaching matchup right there. Goodness gracious. Legendary. This is legendary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out Joey Badass. Pay the actors, sure. Definitely pay the writers though. Anyways, yeah. So Hollywood's gonna be on pause for a minute or so, I guess. Next story. No fingerprints, DNA sample, or leads from cocaine found at White House. No kidding. No kidding. You mean you can't find? No kidding. No kidding. You mean you can't find evidence of the felony that happened in the White House? What? Shocker. And by the way, I'm willing to bet that every single presidency, and this isn't excusing anything. Here's this the big confusion. This is the big confusion. When you say something like this, people go, "Why are you excusing?" I'm not excusing. I'm not saying anything's not wrong. It's all wrong. But what I'm saying is I as as close to guarantee as I can. By the way, hold on a minute. Stop. Pause. That was so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. So I'm watching the on TV in the background. It's the replay of the NFL. It's the NFL Network replay of the 1975 divisional round matchup between the Raiders and the Dolphins. Great game. And they're breaking it down. And they showed one of the things they showed is this cheerleader for the Raiders who was crying, right? And this other she's like crying, and she looks at this other cheerleader, and this cheerleader just straight goes, "Stop crying." Ah, dude, that's so funny. It's like, stop crying. It's a fucking game, dude. We're at work right now. Settle the fuck down. So much better shit to do after this. That other girl like, I want to win. To be fair, I'd be that girl crying, but still, but still, very funny. Anyhow, yeah, dude, I will go as far as to guarantee that, or 99.9% guarantee that every single president has committed a felony in the White House. I will. I would be willing to bet that probably every year since we first, every single year, let's say since the erection of the new White House, there has been a felony committed inside of it. Every year, I would be willing to bet. How about this? A felony someplace in America. Something that is a felony someplace in America has happened in the White House. If not a federal felony. If not. But I guarantee that like most of the time that's exactly what the fuck it is. Right? Am I supposed to believe that's the first president that had cocaine in that building? Really? Also, of course he is on cocaine, dude. He's a fucking old man. You need to keep him going. What do you think you're gonna do? Give him meth him up like Hitler? No, that's how you get problems. Get him a little coach, get him excited, get him sharing some ideas, flubbing some names. And then, next election, just let everybody get all riled up, make a decision, and then get all riled up the other way for another 4 years, and then get all riled up the other way for another 4 years. And just spin into divided turmoil. Was that an offensive lineman who was numbers 00? That fucking rules, dude. The center, he's number 00. That is awesome. I never knew this. Who is this dude? Oakland Raiders. This is the part on the podcast where Sam looks dumb shit up. Hey. Oakland Raiders center 1975 00. All right, Oakland Raiders roster. Let's take a look at it. Dale Dalby, number 50. That jersey probably is 50 and it's just all wrinkled up and I couldn't tell. Yeah, it's more than likely what's going on there, I'd assume. Well, that's why we look it up so we can be certain. The way the jersey was wrinkled, I can tell that it was a five, not a zero. You know, when you see most of the edges, you kind of just like make assumptions, and I probably should have guessed that it was 50, but it did not. I did not see the opening or the closing where I thought I would for that. Anyhow. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We might have a change in pace here. We're looking one more part up here. No, we got him. Jim Otto, double zero. Yes, that actually is the right number. Fuck yeah, I was gonna say that is a zero. Professional career, dude. The double zero rules. I'm excited to hear about. Okay. All right, so here's the story. So shout out Jim Otto. All right, Jim Otto, we're learning about you today. Born in Wisconsin back in 1938, he is 85 years old, still alive to this day. Sir, bless you. Played from 1960 to 1974. This was his last season right here. Inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1980 in his first year of eligibility. He was a first team All Pro in 70, second team All Pro in 72, three-time Pro Bowler from 70 to 72, the 100th anniversary all time team, nine-time first team All AFL. Because here's the thing, dude, he played in the AFL for most of his career. He played in the AFL for most of his career. Do you think that 77 it came out of nowhere? No, dude. He was first team All AFL 1960, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 69. This dude's a beast. He's one of the greats of all time. Nine-time AFL All-Star, 61 through 69. He's on the AFL all-time team. That's crazy. Played at the University of Miami, man. He's the U. No one in the National Football League showed interest in an undersized center. Otto was drafted by the proposed Minneapolis franchise of the new American Football League. Shout out the AFL. When the Minneapolis contingent accepted an NFL franchise, auto rights defaulted to the AFL's Oakland Raiders. And here the story begins. He then signed with the Raiders and played. Shout out Wikipedia for this. He played for the entire 10 years of the league's existence and 5 years beyond. See, this is educational for me, man. I'm learning things here. This is very good to learn. Learn about a goat right here. He was issued jersey number 50 for the AFL's inaugural season in 1960, but switched to his familiar double zero the next season. Otto worked diligently to build up his body to his playing weight of 255 pounds. That's tiny. That's like the size of a tight end. A tight end size center, dude. That's wild. That's crazy. He's a fixture at center for the Raiders, never missed a single game due to injury, and played in 210 consecutive. That is so crazy. Won the AFL/AFC championship in 1967 against the Houston Oilers with the Raiders, but lost five in 68, 69, 70, 73, 74 to the Jets, Chiefs, Colts, Dolphins, and Steelers, respectively. All five of those teams won Super Bowls. That's crazy. Dude, shout out James Edwin Otto, dude. What a legend. Man, still kicking. is somehow still kicking. It's very impressive. Old man don't even look too bad. Good for him. Might be missing a leg, but god damn it, he's got the heart to make up for it. What a beast. Impressive as all heck. Dude, I need one. Okay, that jersey does rule. White jersey, silver numbers, black outline, J Auto written on the back. That's pretty sweet. Hard to be mad at that. So yeah, man, the AFL was crushing. Crushed it with that one. Hell yeah. Raiders won that game, by the way, back in 75. Impressive win. That was back when fans would just run on the field, dude. That was a better time. I've done that a few times. That's college shit. Anyways, let's get to one oddity here really quick. I know we got way sidetracked by watching this, but that's kind of the point. So we do here. Giant panda gives birth to squirming, squealing, healthy twin girls in South Korea theme park. Dude, I mean this sincerely. Panda babies look like the wildest thing ever. Those don't even look real. This does not look like a real creature that I'm looking at right now. Looks like a naked mole rat, dude. That's wild looking. That's wild. All right. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that silliness. Enough of that goofball shenanery. What we talked about today. Talked actor strike. Talked Jim Otto. Legendary Oakland Raider Jim Otto. Dun 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 dun. Dun. The autumn wind is a pirate. Anyhow, yeah, dude, this was another episode that happened. This was another episode that happened. That tends to be my reaction to these sorts of things. It's just like, yeah, so that happened. But it's good though. We knocked out this podcast. Got this thing done early. I'm always stoked on that. I'm gonna go eat something. What are you gonna eat? I don't know yet. Settle down. Why are you on my ass about it? Why you gotta be a dick about it? Why you gotta be a dick about it? With a dick about it? We go. Sorry, I'm being weird at this point. This is just weird, tired energy at this stage. What's going on that I can promote coming up? Gonna be up in Portland soon. That's gonna be a lot of fun. If I were smart, I would do interviews while up there with Portland people, but I'm just gonna do the solo pod because I'm lazy and shitty. That being said, though, we'll be hitting people up, so let's party while up there. Also, also, as for while I'm still here, and check out the new Your Worst Neighbor episodes as they come out always. And yeah, follow at Sam Schmidt Comedy on Instagram. That really is like the only things I ever ask you. Just like, I mean, if you want to do like, share, subscribe to all that shit too, like that's helpful. You know, it all is what it is. Not much of a stickler. Like a baby panda, dude, just pink and slimy and wishing there were a thick Asian broad licking me. In this case, that broad is a bear, which means multiple things. But anyhow, weird way to end it. Not intended. Pause. Hard pause. Anyways, you guys have been fun. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one. This is I Should Be Ashamed, Casual Friday edition with Sam Schmidt. Have a good one. Peace out.